Hello, 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 and welcome to Karloc Does Some Science. Here, in the end, is my Nano Ender, which I'm calling a Nender. So here it is, here's the Enderman, and you smack them about a bit. Here, they've taken no damage, so a sweeping edge sword, sharpness 5 is pretty much needed to make life simple. And it's a simple way to get ender pearls. Right, let's just hide the endermite from them. Let's see if any are aggro with me. They may well be. It's a dangerous bit here. Can't hear any angry ones, so I think I got away with it. Right, okay. So I will show you how to build this. So I've selected an area sort of on the edge of the main island. So far enough out so hopefully it won't get destroyed by ender dragons should you spawn them. The main reason I'm building it out of endstone is that if the ender dragon does come over here, he may destroy some of it, but not most of it. So, and I believe you need these things. You need like 19 iron trapdoors, 3 wooden trapdoors. You can change the size slightly and it shouldn't be too bad if you're really short of some items. Chests, some rails, I think 10 hoppers, but to be honest you could get away with a couple to start off with. You just may end up with a few pearls on the ground, or even no hoppers if you're really short. And some name tags, more than one because you may well have incidents. And just some half slabs and some endstone. So the plan is to build relatively close to the edge so that the spawning area will be in front of us, and the other thing we need to do is come up a few blocks, maybe one more, so that we have a nice area which the enderman can spawn in and not have a problem with viewing the endermite that we're going to use to attract them over here. So I will build up a platform first. Just fill in a few blocks. Obviously the bigger, flatter area you make, oh, don't shoot yourself, it hurts, the better it will be. The main purpose of this farm is to be able to get ender pearls either early game before you build a full ender, or maybe even for a single player world where you don't want to build a full ender because you never need that many ender pearls. In which case this should suffice. So I've built out this sort of platform just to bring us up a few blocks. Basically, if the endermen are too high up compared to our little nano farm, then they won't be able to see the endermite and won't come charging over. So we need to come up a bit. So just built this platform here to level it up. And then on here I've built a 14 by 9, one more block up. This will be where our farm is, which should be, I think I'm saying the right number, 3, 4, 8, 9, yeah, 9 by 10 up to here, and then a few more blocks up the side to help the enderman jump up to this level. So the first thing we need to do is to build a platform on the top, well, a roof on it. This is partly to keep us safe, mainly, And also we do need to manually kill some endermen to start off with in order to get some ender pearls to get this started. So I'll put a roof on this first. So I've built a roof up here to make us safe. Put a little safety wall at the back in case we get knocked back at some point. We will be building out a little safety area at the back. And I'll just start that off, but I won't build it yet. So yeah, don't fall off there. In fact, let's just put a block up there to protect us at the moment. Right, so we do need to get some ender pearls first. So we take our pumpkin off our head, get ready, and let's look at an enderman. Which way are you coming? Oh, did I look at? I don't think I looked at that many, but never mind. I've got a looting sword, sharpness 5, sweeping edge, I believe. And that gave us 6 pearls, that's pretty good. But I will just get a few more because it may take a while to get our endermite. We got some. So as long as they stay under here, they can't get under here. They'll path up to this side normally because of the extra block and where I'm standing. Here's a few more. Let's keep going for a bit longer. Right, a short while later, I have a stack and 4, so hopefully that'll be enough. If not, you can just carry on doing that till need be. So let's start working on the actual farm itself. So first of all, safety first. So let's see, so we'll not I think 4 of them out, and that one. So here we put the chest down. Then we require some hoppers, so I shift click, point 2 into the chest, point 1 back into there, point more hoppers into it. So it just gives us a slightly larger catchment area for the ender pearls. Obviously just 2 will work, but they do bounce around a bit, so it's better to give you a little bit more clearance. And then we will want a iron trapdoor there. Actually no, we won't. We'll want a wooden trapdoor there. Right, okay, let's place these the right way. Alright, just quickly break this and I need to put these trapdoors the right way around, which will be from this side. And there will be one there, and there will be one there, and this will be the area where we put our endermite. So we put iron trapdoors down over here. This row here will be where we get the enderman to come, so they'll come in here. We will put floating trapdoors above them. We want to make sure nothing can get to our endermite, and we don't want to get too close to it in case it hits us. And then just make a little row of these trapdoors here so that we can stand behind it. And I put one on the end so that if I'm running along here, this is where you'll be killing the enderman. You don't accidentally fall out the edge of your farm because they'll be angry. Right, like I said, so the endermite's going to go in there. So the first thing we want to do is make sure those are up the right way, right? By having them like this, we can hide the endermite from the enderman if we want to stop them being drawn in by the farm. So I need to just block this off at the moment temporarily because I don't want enderman to see the endermite early while I'm building this, because it just gets more exciting. Plus they may be able to get in and kill the endermite. So endermite's time. We put down a circle of tracks like that, and then a second U-shaped bit on the end. So we just check we're ready. Let's lock up just a little bit more so they can't see in. That probably be enough, but let's just block everything off to be doubly sure. But we should be safe in here anyway, even if they do see. It just feels safer not to have them. Right, so ender pearls ready. One thing I forgot to do was get a minecart, which was missing from the chest. And as if by magic, I now have a minecart ready. So pearls ready, name tag ready, cart ready. We're in a 2-high block, so we should be safe. It is now time to spawn the endermite. So to do that, we stand in between these rails and ender pearl to the next little section. That way it will trap the endermite when he spawns. And remembering to check your health so that you're not going to die. And sometimes it can take a little while. Feather falling boots help you to not take so much damage from ender pearling. So more ender pearling. And more ender pearling. Oh, it takes forever when you're recording. And finally, there is one. So we take one of our name tags and tag him whatever we like, and stick down a minecart to get him trapped. Right, so now we need to nudge him into this space here. So what I might do is see if this works. Oh, I didn't want you to move that way. Right, okay, let's see if this works. Remove those bits of rail, put a straight rail to where we want him to go off the end of, put a block there. And can I put a rail underneath him? Yes, I can. There he goes. And basically in the right place, look at that. Pick up my rails. Now we need to give him a bit of a nudge. We'll need the trapdoor ready to put down when we get him in place. It's going to hurt, but there we are. We've got him in place finally. So we make sure we have the ones over the top of him, partly to keep us safe on this side, and on the other side to keep him safe. And I wanted a wooden trapdoor. So what we'll do is quickly replace that one. Yep, we can still get that one down. And I bet I've placed it the wrong way. Yes, I have. Right, so we want it facing that way. So we want to be able to do this. And whilst it's not super important, the advantage about doing that is with those up, the enderman can't see him. So we can control sort of turning the farm on and off. So let's remove all of these temporary blocks we placed. Basically, we need the minecart as open as visible as possible so that Enderman from all sorts of angles can see him. That's why we have to take these walls out. Obviously here there shouldn't really get many spawning here, so you probably could leave some walls in on this side. But I just tend to leave a back wall in where hopefully you won't have any spawning. Right, okay, so we now have the endermite named in a minecart, surrounded by trapdoors. Lots of hoppers pointing into a chest. We have not much health, so we get it back. We've got a pumpkin on our head, so we can't aggro them. So now we just need to build our little runoff bit here. That's just so we can move out the way and not interfere with their spawning. So we shift and we will go maybe 32 out. So the easiest way to, rather than counting, is put the required bricks in your inventory, shift and click and go backwards and hope you don't fall into the void. Right, okay, so now we're 32 blocks out. We'll put some safety blocks like that, so we can run some side rails down. Equally, we will put some slabs on top, so because we don't want Enderman spawning here. In fact, what I'll do here is I will go 2 up and then half slab, and then I can put a roof in, which is probably the most important one to do first, because I'm still sneaking, so I shouldn't fall off. And this will stop Enderman from spawning down this runoff. Which does remind me, now I get back to here, that's what we also want to do, is half slab the roof of this. Oh, and that reminds me, I need to cut some of this out to give the Enderman a path. And the only reason for half slabbing up here is we don't want Enderman spawning on the roof. So I'll half slab this. I will half slab this up and be back. Right, so the roof of this is half slab now. I've also built the side rails and half slabs on my little runoff area just for safety. And we need to open up this channel for the Enderman. We want the Enderman to get no closer to our endermite than here. So this is the block we need to remove and then open it all the way up to the end, so the Enderman can come up here, run down here to try and get to the endermite. Like I missed a half slab, there it is. So we're basically ready to start. So just double check, pumpkin for safety, sweeping edge sword, and careful not to come out of this area. Where the Enderman, we'll put them. Then we open up our little crate. You should be able to do it without coming out of here. And now the Enderman can see the endermite, and here they come. So they absolutely pile in here, even with this sort of not particularly massive area. Obviously I've still got a pumpkin on my head, so I'm safe. And there's quite a few. So now we stand in our safety area and start wailing on them. So it's not too bad with sharpness, sweeping edge. As you can see, the ones here just keep running in like mad little things. And when you've had enough, alright, there's some of these may end up aggroed on you as well. So if you go out here, they may well kill you. So pearls go in here. Now if we close up the trapdoors carefully, not going out of our area, it should block line of sight for them, and so here in a moment they'll calm down. But if they're not calming down, it's possible they're aggro on you. So if you are going out, make sure you're ready to jump back in. So have a look round, and none were aggro with me, which is always nice. So there you have it. My Nender Ender. I think it's very suitable for very early gameplay. Like I say, I've got a few extra hoppers in than you need here. And the main reason for iron trapdoors is so you don't accidentally open them, especially the top ones around the endermite. You really don't want the enderman to get to the endermite because they will kill it very quick. And the wooden ones at the bottom are so we can cover it up. Oh, one other thing, if you're spawning, spawn rates aren't very high because you're interfering with spawn by being close. You just run away, way out here. In theory, 16 blocks should be enough for multiplayer, 24 on single player. Oh, and they won't pile in because I've forgotten to open up the endermite. So let's just show you. See, a few more have spawned around here because I ran away. And it's the front trapdoor is the main one that most of them see through. We can run up here. That should be close enough that the stuff shouldn't despawn. And very quickly we get quite a large bunch of endermen. As I kill them, more will spawn and run in. As you can see, some of these possibly can't see from down here. Yeah, although he's taller than me. So they need to actually see the endermite. If you wanted this as a sort of bit more efficient, but not a proper ender, then obviously if you raise up these blocks so everything within a decent range can actually see that minecart properly. And the easy way to tell is if there's a particular patch where the endermen aren't moving, then it's probably that they can't see, like this one down there. Sometimes they are just looking the other way though. So I'll whale on a few more of these. And thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please remember to like. If you really liked it, please subscribe. Please comment, ask any questions below. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.